Here we are for the first draft of Avatar, The Last Airbender. Well, not the first draft. I'm not special. But my first draft. Not my first time playing the set. I played in the pre-release, but we're going to do a draft here. See how it goes. Very excited for this set. Not only do I love Avatar as a franchise, but also the draft environment seems fun, and I love a good limited environment. So let's see what we got. Last Agni Kai. Fights target creature an opponent controls. If the creature the opponent controls does excess damage, add that much red mana. So that looks awesome with firebending already. I don't know how the color bending, how the spells are, or not the spells, the bending and the color like archetypes are lining up. But I think a cheap removal spell that leans into a theme, awesome. Let's see. Epic Downfall is always a great card, and honestly, that art is so good. I love that Epic Downfall art. Apoloyal Sky Bison looks great, but 6 mana. I'd rather take the good 2 mana spell. Iroh looks really good too in a Lessons deck, or just any deck that plays red or green, but I'm going to go with the Last Agni Kai. All right, now Firebending is, I think, mostly red, black. That being said, Avatar's Wrath. Choose up to one creature, then airbend all other creatures. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand. Exile Avatar's Wrath. Yeah, I'm going to try playing with that. So, how this looks like it works is that you keep your creature, exile all their creatures. Hopefully you're playing this on like 6, where you have the ability to play one of your creatures back, and they just can't do anything with their creatures. The ones I got airbended anyway, so let's give that a shot. Red-white, I'm not sure how great this is going to be, but I would splash. Like, I would somehow make this work either with treasure tokens or something to try and play Avatar's Wrath, or splash the Last Agni Kai, but Zuko Conflicted. Love short hair Zuko. Beginning of your first main phase, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Does that just mean choose one that hasn't been chosen this game? Unsure. Draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Zuko. Add red, exile Zuko, then return to the battlefield under opponent's control. Okay, so it looks like hasn't been chosen this game, and then you can choose the exile clause. Yeah, I'll take Zuko. Nothing else really here that I would take at this point, so it touches one of my colors, and I think tricolor is going to be relatively easy to get. Avatar Destiny. Big Avatars cards. Avatar's Wrath, Avatar Destiny. I should just go full tattoo deck. So any glowing tattoo art I have to take. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard and is an avatar. When enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power. Return this card to its owner's hand. Yeah, I played against a guy in pre-release with this. It seemed good. But not where this deck wants to be. Fancy Footwork. I think I'll probably lean that way. I think Corrupt Court Official is solid. Fire Navy Trebuchet. How's this? Oh, I'll have to look at it later. Okay, so now here we can either look at kind of going like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to take War Balloon. It just looks really good in a firebending deck. Like, you just use your firebending costs to quote-unquote crew this or put the fire counters on it. And I'm pretty solidly red. At least I want to be. Don't know if I will be. But I think it's kind of equal to Epic Downfall. The other one would be Omashu City, but I don't have a green yet. If this was red, any combination of the Mardu colors, I would probably take that. But I'm going to take War Balloon. Ruinous Waterbending. You may waterbend for all creatures, get -2/-2 if it was paid. I don't think I'd like that for double black. I think I do like Azula Always Lies. This just seems like it has such good blowout potential. And especially, A, if I'm going to be firebending, because it spots you one of the mana if you have firebending cards. And B, if I'm already going to be playing some kind of removal spell with a fight spell like this, that plays well into this if I have the mana. Mongoose Lizard would be like another one, but I feel like I can pick up one of those if I want, and I'm not really an ally deck, so. Here, Zuko's Conviction looks really interesting. Like, at worst, it's a 1-mana Raise Dead. Like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. It's at instant speed. You can fit that in when it makes sense. But at best, you're instant speed getting back one of your big creatures. Yeah. Annoyingly, I don't really have a good creature for this yet. Like, War Balloon is not a creature I would actually bring back. And then I only have Zuko. But I'm sure we'll pick someone up. Again, if this was one of these colors, I would probably take it. Let's see. Lonely Twin Tutors. Let's see, Zuko and Noble. He's not, because he's exiled at this point. Or like double exiled or whatever. I think it's Callous Inspector, Swamp Snare Trap, or Glider Kids. I already have 2 removal spells. I think this is better. This is a pretty solid removal spell, but I'm going to take a creature. Now I think here I take the Mongoose Lizard. I could take Barrels of Blasting Jelly. That's not the worst way to kind of fix my mana. Plus, there are some black waterbending cards, like we saw the Ruinous Waterbending. I think it's one of these. You know what? I'm going to take this. I kind of want to play all 3 of these colors. Okay, so enter the Avatar State. That's pretty good. I don't know if white's going to be my main color, though. Yuan Archers, Loot 3/1 Reach, pretty good. And a Pretending Pox Bearers. I'll take the Archers. I'll take a Fissure in the sideboard. I don't think that's going to be great. I will take Corrupt Court Official, though. Fire Nation Cadets and a Swamp. Okay. So, Fire Nation Drill. 6/3 Trample Vehicle. When it enters, you may tap it. When you do, destroy target creature with power 4 or less. Okay. Permanents you control lose... Your opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Crew 2. That might be it. That's pretty good. Ozai's Cruelty. I like that. Professor Zay. Vengeful Villagers is just good. Vindictive Warning is honestly my first firebending card, right? But I'm going to take the drill. It's early in the format. I like playing these rares, know if they're worth taking later on. And I plan on playing this format for a while. As long as it's fun. I could spec on a shrine. That is the best shrine to spec on. Tolls of War looks good, but I don't think we're doing the sacking thing. And then hopefully we'll get this Mongoose Lizard back. Yeah, let's spec on the Temple. I'm not playing that right now, obviously, but... Okay, now I think here is where we take this Vindictive Warden. Again, you know what? Appa's pretty good. But I think I'll take Vindictive Warden. Okay, so Hana. Exile target opponent. Exile. When it enters. Mills 3 cards. Exile up to one target non-creature, non-land card from that player's graveyard by waterbending instead of playing its mana value. I think that's too conditional. If I was Dimir in at least 2 of these colors, I would probably take it. I might just take Treetop Freedom Fighters. Pretty good. I think it's better than Avatar Enthusiast, especially... It's funny, they go in the same deck. Ooh, Cat Gator. Yeah, I'll play Cat Gator. There's also Airbending Lesson, which I think is probably one of the better white commons. But at this point, I might just end up dropping the white. So I'm going to go Cat Gator. I don't like Pirate Peddlers in this deck. I might just... This might be the pick where I take Rumble Arena. I already have a Fatal Fissure. I'm not going to take 2 Fatal Fissures. And I feel like I can get as many Fire Nation Cadets as I want. I already saw like one go around, so I'll take the Rumble Arena this time. I don't know if I'll actually Earthbend, but we are touching the colors, right? Earthbending is green and red, mostly. So... Boomy Bash. Generic red removal. Fire Nation Engineer. Raid. If you attack this turn, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature or vehicle you control. That could be worse. Maybe I take that. I have a couple vehicles, so this might be the deck for it. Merchant of Many Hats. Oh, he's funny. I remember this guy. He looks like for the sack deck. Would I rather have him or a Glider Kids that I may or may not play? I'll take the 2-drop that I might play. Okay, here I'll take the Warden and have a couple Wardens. I don't know how good these guys are going to be, but 2/3 Menace could be worse. One of these guys, but I'll take the Lizard. I'll take Beetle-Headed Merchants. If I get a bunch of these like little dorky guys, that could be some card advantage in the late game. I think I like Hog Monkey, but I don't think I'm playing either of those. And yeah. I think Fatal Fissure is just going to be so... Ooh. So situational. Legend of Roku. Exile top 3 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Add 1 mana of any color. Exile this saga, then return to the battlefield transformed. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I really would like Fire Sages in this deck. But, yeah, we're taking the Legend of Roku. And now we get Ozai the Phoenix King. Oh, yeah, we are just going full into red-black. Yeah, Ozai the Phoenix King, the alt art of this, like the full... I forget what the different art formats are called. But not the not the screenshots. But I opened one of these in my pack for post pre-release in my spoils of victory. So, Ozai the Phoenix King, you do not have to convince me otherwise. Okay, I think these white cards are kind of getting out of here right now. Avatar Aang. Unfortunately, this is not the deck for that. It does have Firebending, but it also doesn't cost black mana. What is Solstice Revelations? No, that's not this deck. Dai Li Indoctrination. 2 mana 2/2 that you can sometimes do that. Maybe I go Callous Inspector. Unsure. I didn't really like anything there. Northern Air Temple. Black Shrine. Interesting. When the Northern Air Temple enters, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life for X number of shrines you control. I'll take it. Oh, or do I just take Boiling Rock Prison? Yeah, I take Boiling Rock Prison. I don't know if I'm going to get any other shrines. It looks like I'm not going to, so. See, now do I take Ozai's Cruelty because I picked up Ozai? Is that the flavor win here? Or do I just take Canyon Crawler? Ooh, there's Momo, but I kind of dropped the white. And I think that's the right call. I'll take Canyon Crawler. That lets me get my Ozai's Cruelty, right? Human Noble. Yeah, I think that's worth it now. I don't think I needed 2 of those, but I think the one is pretty good. Daily Agents. Oh, here's the white shrine. So if I had done shrines, I would have gotten 3 of them if I stayed 3 color, but the picks just didn't go that way. I'm okay with Vindictive Warden. I don't know how many, if I want more of those. But I can probably take out a Callous Inspector. Though I do need to put some more in here. Rumble Arena. Maybe you're making it. I don't really have any Earthbend cards. Fatal Fissures are the only Earthbend cards I have here. Wandering Musicians. I like this card. Judy, one of many. I like that. Let's try it. I think I can knock out one of my 2-drops if I want to. I didn't get as many Firebending cards as I wanted. I'll take a Professor. I might play that as double red. And then I'm not going to play that. No, that's still not doing it. Okay. This kind of was not as much a fire-bending deck as I was kind of looking at when I took my first few picks. But it's just a really... Looks like I got a lot of rares in my colors. I can't really complain about that. So let's see. How many lessons do I have? 1 lesson? Which lesson is that? Azula Always Lies. I just have the 1. Do I have 2 of those or no? No, just the 1. What was my other lesson? Daily Indoctrination. I guess I could have gotten Ozai's Cruelty as a lesson. The reason I'm looking at lessons right now is because I have the Lo and Lee, which I don't think I would have played if I only had lessons, but because I have Ozai to go get, I am happy to play that. So, let's see. We're not playing the temple. What does Professor Zay do? I realize I've called him both names. You can loot by tapping him. That's pretty good. Sack him, return instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. What's the best thing I can bring back? Last Agni Kai? I guess. I like Avatar's Wrath. I would love to try this card, but I think it being double white just means I shouldn't splash it. My curve looks pretty high. I guess not terribly high, but it makes me not want to put in a beetle-headed merchant. Honestly, it makes me want maybe a ruffians or... You know, for red-black, I didn't get as much removal as I wanted. Maybe I do put in Barrels of Blasting Jelly. That would help me with the Ozai. But by 7 mana, or by 6 mana, if I can't cast Ozai, something's going wrong. So I'm actually not too worried about that. That would be more for the Fire Nation Drill or the Legend of Roku, honestly. There's going to be plenty of times that I'm going to be on 4 mana and can't cast those. Let's see, how many creatures do I have? 16 creatures. I guess that is a dump for my firebending mana, which I will have later in the game. It's funny, because of yeah, maybe I just get Daily Indoctrination. It's a creature I can search up with, like a cheap creature I can search up with Low and Lee. Which I think that's pretty good. Like, basically a creature. It sucks if I'm on 7, and I'm like, I need 2 creatures in play. This doesn't work, but... I'll try it. Okay. So this looks like a decent deck. I think I'm going to try it. And we'll see how it goes. All right. On to game 1. All right. Nickel Broless. Pretty good. I don't love this, but I'll keep it. The question is, do I Firebend 2 with Mongoose Lizard if I have absolutely nothing going on? Or not Firebend, Mountain Cycle 2. I think I do, but hopefully I'll draw something. I am a little heavy on creatures, but I think the fact that this can kind of kill a dorky thing is at least okay. There we go. That's a card. I'll play a 2/2. Judy. Let's just keep adding to the board. I think that's better than playing the War Balloon specifically because it has Menace. So. So I could like double removal spell for that guy, but that seems not great. What do I do with this firebending mana? That's my question. I guess I just let it go to waste? I don't know. Oh no, I put this out. That's what I do. I put this out. And then when I attack, I use that there. Ooh, I like those animations for firebending. Okay, getting it. Okay, so firebending makes you play certain things before combat, which is interesting. Like, I would normally save this till after combat because it's not getting in there or anything. That is activate only as a sorcery, so... I think I would rather put the mana on the War Balloon than do Judy on a blank board. Fire Nation Drill. Okay. Destroy target creature with power 4 or less. You got it, Chief. Sure. I guess I could have crewed. No, not really. Are you attacking? You better attack. Yeah. Seven 4. Interesting. I think that's correct. Then I get another menace creature down. I like this. The mongoose is menace and big, but I wasn't getting to the mongoose without... Oh, Madrimal Cub. Well, that gives me a target for Azula Always Lies, at least. And that also makes... What's this? Crew 2? Ugh, that's gross. That's annoying. Sure. Oh, wow. You're doing that? Oh, now you have Azula Always... No. I guess if it's land, Azula Always Lies. But... Okay. I do think I attack with both. Is that true? I kind of like that they're like tapping out-ish here. I mean, let's see if they can kill me. Red fight spells are always interesting. Okay. They're just attacking with the 7/4. Okay. Sure. Okay, that's just game, right? I kill their Fire Nation engineer, power 4 or less. And then I attack and Firebend. I don't know what one black could do here. All right. That's a game. That is game 1. Still getting used to these. I have to read all these cards and make sure I'm not missing anything. But that felt very solid. I don't think those Menace guys are that powerful. But you saw that was exact damage to win. So it's like that 3-mana ability does come into play, and knowing when to use it versus not. Opponent goes first. See, this is where these really suck. Like, I kind of want to try it just to see how I can make myself out of this. But I have no 2-drops except cycling. I'm going to try it, like I said, early in the format. They mulliganed. Alright, alright. So now the question is, do I cycle them? I think if I draw another land, I don't. Do I get this out now? Yeah, I think I do. It's very clear information that that's what I just drew, but I don't really care. Man, Messenger Hawk's good. I'll just add to the board. Keep them on their toes. So now I think... Okay. That makes my War Balloon less exciting. And I do kind of want to cycle here. So I think what I do is I attack with both. I attack with both, get the Firebending mana. I use 2 of it to cycle, get a mana, have 3 mana, and then play another Wardens? Or do I play War Balloon? I'll probably play another Wardens. Okay. So, I attack with both. And I Swamp Cycle. Get my swamp. Play this, play the Wardens. And then next turn, if I want to use the Firebending mana, I can play War Balloon. And start boosting that. I mean, that's 6 power in the air, though. That is tough. A Cat Howl is good. So now if they play another creature, which they did not, beginning of your first main phase, choose one that hasn't been chosen, and you lose 2 life. Okay. So if I play this, I threaten it being a blocker, which is kind of nice. Yeah, let's go with that. They airbending? No. I'm not sure how these steps are going. It's not as easy to see what my next, when I click, is going to do. So that's why I went like full control mode. I'm just very nervous. I know I've screwed up with ninjutsu before and stuff like that. Okay, so you're creating a clue. Drawing, pumping, 6 damage in the air. Okay. Just the 1. Okay. I don't know why they just attacked with the 1 when you could untap it. My 1/1 gets freely blocked. But I can get a clue out of that, so I'm fine with that. Let's see how blocks goes. This Azula Always Lies could do some good work here. Like, they'll have to double block something on the... It has Menace. You're really blocking those? I mean, I'm gonna... give this -1, -0. Put a +1/+1 on this. That seems great. And then, do I want to... No, I don't really want to Swamp Cycle it. I guess I could pay 3. Yeah. Why would it do that? Why would you auto-allocate damage? My god. What? Okay. I mean, I can technically just untap and win if they don't have any way to gain life. I could have done that combat math better and like what, double pumped? Would that have done it? We each got each other to 1. There we go. I put the stop in. I don't know why it didn't stop. I guess that was on their upkeep. I should have clicked here. Because I wanted to do that even before my draw. Just so that I didn't even have to worry about things on the stack. That's 2 games won with Exaxes. And that one was both of us at 1 life. Makes me feel like I'm being a little frivolous with the combat math. But at the same time, I'm the one with the W. So, excuse me as I crack a cold one. Some ginger ale. I'll keep this. So I think it's kind of annoying. I wish this was a Swamp Cycler, because then that would lead me to cycle next turn if I don't hit the red. But that's fine. Because I don't know these combat tricks too well, so, like, I should have... Oh, that's actually great. I mean, I would have preferred a Swamp. Okay. You double blocking? I don't think so. Okay. If they were going to double block, I would have done something. Because I need to be aware of what combat tricks are available if I'm going like all out attacks like that and just saying, oh, well, I'll be fine. Kind of thing. I'm at 10 life. What are they going to do? Or I'm at 9 life. Man, this really smokes my... Oh, wow. They use that on my Judy. They do have all these allies. Maybe I should just, like, trade here. I got a clue token. Yeah. So yeah, I think I do this first, right? Aang at the Crossroads and Kyoshi Warriors. 5 mana. This gives them red, but they would need to get to 6, or gives them blue. Aang at the Crossroads. Look, type 5 cards. Problem is Kyoshi Warriors is really good. So is that actually better to get rid of? I feel like by the time they cast Aang at the Crossroads... I could kill it, but it does have it has an ETB. That's the problem. I think they're pretty far away from playing Aang. They're not playing either next turn, though. That is the thing. Sure. They probably just drew an untapped land. Watch it be a blue land. No. Oh! I thought that came in tapped. It just has vigilance. I mean, I'll trade off my corrupted court official. Sure. What, are they gonna kill my clue? Alright, yeah. I'd rather play that. Okay. And that probably means by the end of next turn, I can play... Because this is filter. That probably means by the end of next turn, I can play Last Agni Kai on Aang if they cast it. Waterbend 5, which they can't do right now. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Reveal a creature card with power 3 or less. Kind of want to kill that. I guess if they double block, I can have my cadets fight their 1/1. I do have a lesson yard in the graveyard. Just gonna kill it. I just don't want them to be kind of picking up any value here. Oh, I could have attacked and then had that fight. Yeah. By giving it +1/+0. Interesting. That's a little trick I didn't think, though. It would have died. Yeah, it would have died because it's only +1/+0. So still wouldn't have done it. Yeah, I'll play on my hand. If I draw Ozai, that would be so great. I want my bomb. Not now. What are you going to do? Trade? Trade your only good creature in play? I guess so. Okay, I didn't lose on damage by not playing my swamp. But, I mean, it's actually just going to do a fair amount of damage. Yeah. I'm just going all in. I don't have anything else. Sure. You can only take that so many times. Oh, it's on another. Okay, so I couldn't even pump that. I guess that's a reason to keep my thing in hand. Which I was just thinking about playing another card, but... Alright, now if they draw a land, they get Aang, and that sucks. Okay, they didn't. Each non-human creature you control gets +1/+1. I like how they had to put it to a maximum of 10. That's actually... That's a great combo. Ugh, really? Alright, now I feel behind. I still think it was probably the right move, but now they got to play Aang. And now I can't trade. Oh, and you got the Earth King. Oh, God. Yeah, now I feel like I'm losing pretty hard. Yeah, maybe I should have taken Aang and just been like, oh, Kyoshi Warriors. Maybe if I had a faster start. Okay, that's how we start to do. Now we can pull Ozai. They really wanted to throw something in here because... Oh, actually, my Archers is doing great. 6 or more unspent mana. Has flying and indestructible. Okay, so I can throw this down, attack, and just slam. Secret Reach, let's go. They're going to put their 1/1s on everything, right? Do they have enough? Yeah, that's fine. I don't die. Maybe I should have jumped one of the 6/6s. Yeah. Oh, at the beginning of next upkeep. I see. So I think I lose, right? I just don't have enough. I needed to chump. Trample, haste, flying indestructible. Yeah, just not enough, right? Alright, good game. Rip. That's how it goes. I think I underestimated their Aang a bit. I don't think I overestimated the Kyoshi Warriors. I don't think I was in a great spot to fight against that, but they ended up just kind of playing the long game better than I did. Didn't help I went land, but that's part of the game. So... Cat Gator, haven't seen that yet. This is slow. But I'm going to try it. I still don't have an idea of how fast this format is yet. I think you do have to get on the board fast. But as you saw in last game, it can come down to some decently long games. Like that was, what, turn 9? Something like that. Alright, the Archers is good. So I'll play the Swamp here. And then the Mountain next turn. Do I discard a card? Yeah. I think I'd rather cycle a land. I have 2 3-drops. I think if I only had 1 3-drop, I would be less likely to do that. I can just crew this and block Suki. So I think I'll put out the balloon. Suki's scary. I mean, if they play a creature, attack with Suki, then they can tap that for double green. At least during combat. After she's attacked. I don't know what that does for them, but... I was hoping that they would just not realize that I can crew it. I guess that's a little too hopeful. The Boulder. Ready to rumble. Sure. Are you attacking? Oh, easy block here. Yeah. That's just a removal spell, baby. I wanted to kill Suki anyway. Okay. Now is where that 4th land is kind of sucking. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because I had the last Agni Kai. See, because if I had the 4th land here, I would just play Fire Nation Drill. Maybe I just have to Mountain Cycle. They'll get to Earthbend 1. And I still hold up the last Agni Kai. For whatever use that is, but it's not 0/0. Interesting. Yeah, you know what? These are the consequences of a decision like that. That actually worked beautifully. Pretty happy about that. Like, when am I ever going to have the opportunity to have a 3/1 kill something with a fight spell? And now I can play this, kill their boulder. They can attack. Earthbend 1, sure. Okay. Alright. Now they've got a board of tiny people. I'll trade this off for whatever's biggest. That does suck. Okay, so I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and a turtle duck. Alright. Yeah, this was a little slow. Yeah, I think I'm just dead here, right? Yep. All right, GG's. I think it came down to letting the boulders stay on the field 1 extra turn. What did I gain out of that? I gained another spell that I didn't have time to cast, right? So, yeah, probably not great. I was probably playing that a little too, like, frivolously. But that's how you get better, right? Alright, this is a pretty good curve. Obviously would have preferred 1-drop, 2-drop, but I am shorter on 2-drops in this deck. I can still threaten that, so I'm gonna attack first. Then next turn I go Boiling Rock, attack with everything. Yeah, I like this. 2/4 lifelink. Not what I wanted to see. Ugh, gross. Do get Legend of Roku next turn, which is nice. 2/4 lifelink. Ugh, that looks like such a beating of a card. That doesn't even look fair. At least I have these menace creatures that can attack around it, but I still just don't want to attack into that thing. Man. Ugh, that's gross. I really don't like that 2/4 lifelink. Like, all I want right now is my drill. I want my drill that lets me kill that 2/4 lifelink. Okay, they're going to keep it back. War Balloon's nice. But I think I just go with Legend of Roku. Because I'm not attacking this turn. And this might be my last game. I want to cast my rares and mythics. No land. Really? I did get my drill, though. Do I attack with all these? What's happening? They double block. I don't get to kill it, or I get to kill one thing. They double block that. So if I attack with both the Vindictive Wardens and the Cadet, the Cadet still dies. Yeah, we're not attacking. It just gives them a free 2/4, like a free 2 life that I might be able to trade off for something, but when this thing dies, they get another creature back. That was pretty good. Earthbending gives haste, so... I mean, I'll add a red. Okay, so I attack with these. They all get double blocked. Don't kill things. This just gets double blocked to infinity. But I get mana that this can then trade with something. I think I'm happy killing their stuff and just being a little aggressive here. Sure. I really don't like that. I wasn't able to use the firebending mana. I have to be really diligent about that. It's so easy to mess up. That cost me 1 damage. Doesn't have haste. Am I getting 8? This has firebending 1. No, I'm not getting 8. I do think I want to threaten something. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll play that War Balloon. I think just having a flyer next turn is worth it. Yeah. Okay. Roku was good. I mean, I expected it to be good, but I was like, is this good if I don't have the ability to pay for the dragon? And it was. So what are we, 3 and 2? 3 and 2 or 4 and 2? I'm gotta be conscious about this firebending mana. I think that's why I'm playing a little slow. I think it's very, very easy to be like, oh crap, I passed through. I'm really feeling that this deck does not have enough 2-drops, but I'm winning. So it's like, what am I gonna say? I don't even want to give them the hint that I have Zuko's Conviction. But unless I draw a land or a 2-drop this turn, I'm probably going to Swamp Cycle this. You know, these cyclers have been alright. And I actually have the Wombo combo, you know. I have Troll and Reanimate, right? Reanimating Troll. My favorite cube combo. Alright. I'll just Swamp Cycle this guy. And then next turn I can play out the Engineer. Yeah. I mean, if they spend all their money to draw 2 cards and then make it unblockable, good for you. You on Archers. When you attack, create a 2/1 colors construct artifact creature token with flying named Ballistic Boulder that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step. The Fire Nation Trebuchet does not kill the War Balloon. That's pretty nice. It has flying. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does with flying. I was going to say that'd be weird if it didn't. I guess I play out the War Balloon because I can use the mana. Even if I can't crew it, I can still put mana into it. It's pretty good. I don't know what 1 mana trick there is. Like, are they just doing this for a clue token? They're just trading off their June for a clue token? I don't think they thought that through, but that's fine with me. I should not have played... Oh, no, I needed to play that land. You know what? Sure. I'll trade off this guy. You know what would be an excellent draw next turn would be Ozai. I'll just trade if you attack with Hog Monkey. I take 2 damage. Like, I think I'm I just have more long game potential right now. I'm using all my mana. Sure, I'll add another red. Play a mountain. I'll put a fire counter on this. I'll attack. Like, you can block. I think I'm playing this right. Like, those trades felt good. Funny, this raid is activated in the graveyard because I've attacked. I guess there might be some raid graveyard creatures. Like, it has raid at the beginning of your end step if this creature is in your... Or at the beginning of your... Or as long as you've attacked this turn... At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if you attacked or something like that, if this is in your graveyard. Yeah, let's just load up the board. No, I'm not going to discard a card. I would have loved to discard one of those exiled lands, but I'm just glad I took those off the top. Daily Agents is good. But it looks like I can kill it, which is nice. So I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, I can have Roku attack it. Roku fight it, yeah. Five mana. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, this is so bad at assigning damage. Alright, I just got to bring back Canyon Crawler. I would have rather have it be the red one at this point, but... You know, Zuko's Conviction doing its thing. They're not going to expect it. I didn't realize you can make multiple of these 8/8s. It's not like in Loader where you make Smog. Earthbend X. You only control 2 forests because I killed the other one. You have that in your deck. You should not have Earthbended a forest. You should have Earthbended a swamp. Actually, that's not at all true how it works. Okay. You can try here, but I'm just going to kick and get Canyon Crawler back. Doesn't have haste, but, you know. We'll just attack with everything. This should do it. They block the 6/6, they block the 4/4. I can ping them 4 times. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Roku is sick. What can I say? Roku is a sick card. Very fun to play with. All right, we're riding these. We're riding out on these 2 losses, 4 and 2. See if we can take it to 7. Hey, once you get to 4 and 2, just on like arena economy scale, you've pretty much broken even. This one, having played this, I think this might be too slow. I really haven't mulliganed a lot. But I've also been keeping hands like this and winning, so... What is too slow, even? Let's try mulliganing. I mean, I have 3 of these Vindictive Wardens. I'm just going to draw another one. And then what? Hope I get a different 2-drop that I can play, or a 1-drop? Let's see. I have 2 1-drop creatures. I have, like, 4 2-drop creatures. So that's... Let's try it. Okay. This does look better. I think I bottom Cat Gator. Okay. That was a good mulligan. Ooh, and that is a good card. Haru is scary. Okay, so... I can put a 1/1 counter. Does putting 1/1 counter do much right now? Makes it a 3/4. Adding red. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to add red. I want to kill their Haru before it does too much. And then... I guess it's a free attack. Do I attack? Am I the aggressor here? He had a really quick start. No, I'm not. I think I might be next turn, depending how their turn goes. But I think I just kind of... I killed their fast start. But they did manage to get 3 creatures out very early. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. Draw a card, lose 2 life. I have a lot of plays. Let's do a 1/1. This is crew 2. Oh, I guess I should have played the engineer. They could airbend it. I feel like that's what might happen here. If they're going to airbend the drill. But that gives me a removal spell. Oh, okay. It goes the other way. It doesn't give hexproof or indestructible. It's just theirs lose it. Okay. So Zuko doing 2 damage each turn is a lot right now. Yeah, that was correct on their part. Draw a card. Okay. So let's attack. Okay, I feel pretty good right now. Maybe I should have taken out Corrupt Court Official to chump. Okay, removal. Okay. So they're going to start losing life. They do have 2 spells because they haven't been playing lands. I guess they can, if they've been stuck on lands, they can, if they have a 5-drop, they can add that. Okay. All right, a flyer is pretty good. This is interesting. I think the damage that they're taking is pretty good right now. What lesson can I get? Azula Always Lies or Daily Indoctrination? Not great. Is that what I do? That can't be what I do. Noble creatures have lifelink. I'm just so far from casting Ozai. You know what? I'm not. Let's do it. Let's get Ozai. The lifelink is so key. I just need to draw an untapped land next turn, and I'm pretty happy. They're going to draw a card, unless they got something to spend that mana on. What? No, I meant to... Ugh, I just threw that away. Oh my god. Misclick. I think that's just telling you it's... I think I had that next turn. I wish... Is there a way to see the top card, right? I don't think there is, right? No. If that top card had been a land, I think I would have had a pretty good chance at that game. But 4 and 3, pretty happy with my first draft. I liked this deck. I mean, I had a ton of rares with Zuko, Roku, Ozai. It was just fun. That's all I can say about this deck, because it was a lot of fun. I would draft Firebenders again in a heartbeat. I think the interplay of firebending and the activated abilities is all really great. So, yeah. Looking forward to playing more Avatar, and that definitely will come. So that we will see you again, and don't you worry, I'll be back. You have been warned.